Why hello everybody and welcome back to another video. So I know so many people are barely starting out. Big Games is a new game called Pet Go. Now when you first start off into the game, you're probably wondering what in the world are you supposed to do? First of all, if you guys played Pet Simulator 99's installment of a RNG game, this is completely different, but at the same time it is somewhat similar. It's familiar. It's similar. It's the same thing. So basically what you do is you launch into the game, you start rolling pets, but the biggest thing that they put into the game that is completely different that I absolutely loved was this skill tree. Now, when you do open this, mind you that you do not hatch, you have to basically go ahead and go through this, but you are going to slowly upgrade every single bracket here. The only two that I haven't really touched too much were the boost section, and this is for the hoverboards, and the next one, which is in trading, and that is for the booths. Didn't find this to be important all that much until the very end, and I wanted to basically upgrade everything else that I thought would be more important and way more impactful. So you're basically going to start off in this section here. Now, the number one thing that you guys really want to focus on are your breakables if you are playing this game actively. Now, the one thing that this game doesn't allow you to do just yet, and I don't know if it's going to be confirmed later on in the future, is auto farming. Auto farming meaning that your pets are going to automatically go ahead and start breaking things. I know a lot of players were kind of concerned about that because they're very used to Pet Simulator 99 where your pets automatically go to things and start breaking them. You have to actually have your pets click on them and they will go ahead and break it. Now, I am not used to this method because I just sit here and I roll, but the nice part is your pets will automatically just chill here with you and you don't have to worry about things because guess what? When you upgrade your skill tree, you will go right over here, roll items, and then the more you upgrade it and stuff, you will honestly benefit from this way more. So instead of me having to constantly worry about like breaking things for items, guess what? When I roll, I automatically gain items. Course is amazing, but of course you always want to pair it up with breaking stuff because that will honestly help you guys out in the long run when it comes to certain things. Obviously, if you're playing the game with friends and you're in a VC, or even better yet, if you are watching something and you don't mind playing the game while you're actually rolling at the same time, you will get more items doing so. So think of it as a double method in order to get things, which is really important. But let's go ahead and go back to the skill tree. So obviously this is really important to basically go ahead and upgrade as soon as possible. The next part that I believe I went to go ahead and upgrade were my dices. Now the more that you upgrade your dices, the less requirements that you will need in order to get a rainbow one. So instead of having to basically worry about 100, now I have to just worry about a reduced amount of 80. So it makes it a little bit more quicker. And of course, you know, you go from 2 times from the shiny golden dice to 2.5. And the one thing that I found really cool was this daily bonus roll. I remember logging on today to get a 250 times chance of a luck boost to basically roll. It's only a one-time thing, so remember that. When you log onto the game daily, it gives you a free higher roll. These are also nice as well because if you have no game pass to basically go ahead and hatch faster, this is definitely a bonus because right now the way that I'm hatching is extremely quick. This also helps me out in the long run too. The luckier area is very important for those that want gems, especially for those that are free to play and do not have the game passes. So you're obviously going to start off with the super lucky section, then you're going to go down. Now these are really important to do because number one, you're going to get different eggs, but you're also going to get extra equipables. This is 2 extra equipables. So instead of using the set amount of pets that you're starting off the game with, you're going to get additional 2. Then you're going to move faster with your pets, and your pets are eventually going to move as quickly as you do. What the game does is it allows you to dig for items, which I thought was pretty cute. So there's like these little X marks that you can go ahead and have your pets click on. Your pet is going to dig, and then you're going to get an item or basically coins out of it. It totally depends. If you get a fruit, you can get an item. Those are really important. This is what happens when you break a chest from here, and you get potions, you get fruits, you get coins, you get all of the goodies that you would find really important. You also get XP, which honestly I am not 100% sure what XP does in this game just yet, but I know that we do have a little indicator at the bottom that lets you know your level. For right now I'm 168. I don't know what that means or if it will have a meaning in the long run. So eventually these are going to get very expensive. Just mind you, these are going to get extremely expensive. So obviously once you get lucky pets, luckiest pets, you are going to hit this, which if I remember correctly, this was probably 100 million, but I know it was 100 million or more to unlock this. Don't quote me on this, but this one did take me a hot second in order to get. So once you actually get this, then you have a chance to roll huge pet. When you start off in the game and you work on absolutely everything else first, such as all of these, you're not going to be able to hatch huges until you unlock this. Then obviously you are going to be able to unlock shiny pets, which only applies to huges. Then glimmering, which is something that is completely different. Glimmering, I don't know what it does just yet because this is a brand new thing that was implicated in here. This means it could be possibly rainbow shiny or something. I'm not 100% sure, but it kind of looks like it could be a rainbow shiny. My favorite part about this too is like hypothetically saying like if you were to get a rare pet that was like 1 out of 5 million, you have a chance of doubling that. So this is also really important for you guys to do because this means more gems in the long run. Everything else is pretty self-explanatory. You have the boosts, which are also really important. Rainbow fruits, fruit machine, more fruits frequently. You have the fruit baskets. The potions is also extremely important for you guys, especially if you're free to play and you need to get as much luck as possible. The vending machine is also important because that goes against your little quest system that you would have on your right side, and you are able to get the maximum of 100 times coins in order to basically get this. Once you hit that 100 times mark, this thing will go away. This entire little rewards thing over here will go away. But once you actually start off from all of this stuff over here, you're going to start hitting these things that are called rainbow dice potion, golden dice potion. Those are extremely important as well. You also have the cocktail here, and you guys are probably wondering what the heck the cocktail does. I was able to use it. When you do use it, it doesn't tell you the description of what it does exactly. All it says is maybe I shouldn't drink this, like literally. But I'm assuming it works the same way as the one on Pet Simulator 99. It works as an all-in-one boost for everything. And I'll be completely honest, I actually got one from a drop randomly when I went to sleep and I AFK'd overnight. I ended up getting one for free as a drop, so that was really cool. But in order to get it, you do need to craft it inside of this section here. You can buy potions, which you're going to greatly need a bunch of these in order to upgrade. It's gonna take a hot second in order to basically craft it. Just keep that in mind. And you have the index shop. The more pets that you have not been able to index inside of the game, you're going to be able to get these coins. Reminding players out there, these will go away very quickly. Obviously, there's only a set amount of little pets in the game, so eventually you're going to run out of those. So the trade hub is your friend. If you have not been able to hatch a certain pet, you can go ahead and buy them. But your cocktail is at the very bottom. So think of it as this. Your lowest potion that you're able to craft will be up here. The most difficult will be at the bottom, meaning the best. So essentially what you need in order to make this is 3 instant lucky potions, and you need 3 of those. In order to make that, you need all of this right here. Then afterwards, you're going to need 5 lucky potions. Then you need 8 golden dice potions, and then 5 rainbow dice potions. I know last night I was so close to basically making this, but like I said before, I got one as a drop free, so I didn't have to worry about making it. But from what I've noticed, it did give me a good amount of boosts for basically damage, for rolls, stuff like that. But since I maxed out on my coins for the 100 times, I didn't pay attention to see if it gave me a lot more coins. But at this point, I don't think I need to worry about coins all that much. But just to kind of get a better understanding of this game, there's also something called relics. Other videos out there on YouTube that show you exactly where the relics are at, but essentially what they do is they increase your luck permanently. I know on Pet Simulator 99, these little guys right here actually increase your chances of getting a shiny pet. This one does the opposite. So those are also important too to pay attention to, and make sure you guys look up the tutorial on how to find those little locations for all of these, because I have not dedicated myself to finding these. If I have, they're probably on accident that I ran into them. I'm like, oh, look at that, it's a relic, but I know there's some up here, here, and up there. So hopefully you guys are able to locate those and find those ASAP, because in the long run, they will help you out. Now, the upgrade fruit section, this one works somewhat similar to the one on Pet Simulator 99, but keep in mind, this one requires a lot more fruit. So in order to make 1 rainbow fruit, you're going to need 25 of a fruit. So every 25, you're able to make 1 singular rainbow fruit, which honestly isn't that bad when you think about it, because you basically get them for free when you're rolling, when you're AFK. But basically, you could just get the fruits on the ground too if you're just deciding to click on things. So you don't have to worry about that. And if you've upgraded your tree, you'll find like these little crates full of fruits too, which will help you out in the long run as well. This game is not complicated at all. I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys. The only complexity that it ever has is when you're doing the crafting section up there. And the only thing that's complex about it is if you're trying to get as much potions as possible, which honestly isn't even that hard. I love how I'm watching you guys. Like, I'm watching Abby, I'm watching Katie, I'm watching Mage. They're like rolling their little dices, and I'm watching it too. There's like a little dice animation on the top of their head, so you're basically able to see exactly what is happening. And that is this entire game in a nutshell. It is super easy to understand, and it is a lot of fun for me. Granted, not everybody is going to like this concept, which is totally fine. You guys can choose between Pet Simulator 99 or Pet Go. I like both of them. Right now, of course, because this is a brand new game, I am going to be a little invested in it, so you guys might see me on here a little bit more versus Pet Simulator 99, but I do have some pre-recorded videos that I do need to edit, which are dedicated to Pet Simulator 99. Until then, I will see you guys all in the next video. Bye everyone!